హాయ్ అండి, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. రాధే శ్యామ్. ఈ టైటిల్కి ఇంట్రడక్షన్ అవసరం లేదు. ఈ టైటిల్తో ఉన్న సినిమా ఎప్పుడు వస్తుందా అని వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు, కానీ అది 11th మార్చ్కి మన అందరినీ ఎంటర్టైన్ చేయడానికి మన ముందుకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో మరి ఆ ఫిలిం గురించి మనకి బోలెడని ఎక్సైటింగ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్, మూమెంట్స్ అండ్ అలాగే స్టార్ కాస్ట్ కూడా ఉన్నారు. అందులో ఒకరే భాగ్యశ్రీ. మైనే ప్యార్ కియా అన్న చిత్రంతో ఆవిడ అలా హల్చల్ సృష్టించారు. అందరు మనుషుల్ని కూడా దోచుకోవడం మొదలుపెట్టారు. దాని తర్వాత చాలా ఫిలిమ్స్ చేసి గ్యాప్ తీసుకొని ఇప్పుడు రాధే శ్యామ్లో మన ప్రభాస్ గారి మదర్ రోల్లో కనిపించబోతున్నారు. సో భాగ్యశ్రీ గారు మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి ఈ రాధే శ్యామ్ జర్నీ గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం రండి. హాయ్.
Hi.
ఐ హోప్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్. ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ बोलते रहोगे मैं तो.
understood everything.
Lovely. Oh, you understand Telugu?
I understand when you speak slowly. I will understand what you speak.
How come yela how kaisa?
I guess also seeing a lot of Telugu cinema, but also on set when everyone's speaking Telugu, you have to know that no one's speaking anything about you.
Oh, okay. So yes, after long gap again you started your second innings from this film. So tell me about this, like what point excited you most to say yes?
What point excited me was to get back to Telugu cinema.
Right.
Because I know I've got so much of love from here after Maine Pyar Kiya released. And I did a couple of films in Telugu also during that time, which was received very well. And then, of course, I took a break. So I didn't manage to get back to Telugu cinema for my fans. So I think this is lovely to get back.
Yeah. And when Radha narrated you this script, so you know which point, like ये सही मौका है, ये सही फिल्म है, क्या मैजिक लगा फिल्म
I
में?
think because it was challenging to learn something different, to do something new. It wasn't a regular mother's role where you're standing and you're giving sermons to your son, otherwise you're crying for your son. Regular mother's roles are only doing that.
Yeah.
But this required me to challenge myself to learn a new skill. So which was very interesting. I am not a dancer and yet he approached me to do a role of a dance whiz who is playing Prabhas's mother. She is a dance whiz.
Okay.
And her being a dancer is a very important factor in Prabhas's life. So when that was narrated to me as a story, I found that very interesting because I like to do something that's challenging. Everything should be new. So people haven't seen me perform something like this. And that's the reason why I said, let's do it.
బట్ మదర్ రోల్ అనగానే కొంచెం ఏదైనా నర్వస్నెస్ వచ్చిందా మీకు? యూనో మదర్ ఈవెన్ బిలీవబిలిటీ కొంచెం తక్కువగానే ఉంటుంది బికాస్ యు ఆర్ స్టిల్ లైక్ దట్.
When Radha approached me and I asked him, I said, don't you feel that people may not accept me as, you know, playing his mother? And he said, but I need a young mother. Aren't you a mother? I said, yes. Don't you have grown-up children? I said, yes. Saying, so why can't you be an inspiration for all the other mothers who are your age and who can still look like this? You can remain fit, you can look like this, you can still look pretty and you take care of yourself. So why shouldn't my film become an inspiration for all those women who have crossed 50? So I have crossed 50 and if I can look like this...
నో నాట్ ఎట్ ఆల్. బిట్ షాకింగ్ ఇది.
No, I'm very proud of my age. My sons crossed 30. So they would probably want not their age to come out. So I'm not saying anything, but I'm very, very proud of my age.
బట్ ఎలా మేనేజ్ చేయగలుగుతున్నారు? యూనో సేమ్ ఫిట్నెస్ అండ్ సేమ్ గ్లామర్, సేమ్ చార్మ్ అండ్
like you've been saying that you've been watching my Instagram. So
ఓకే. సో అయితే ఇంత గ్యాప్ తర్వాత ఎవ్రీథింగ్ చేంజ్, యూనో లాట్ ఆఫ్ అప్గ్రేడ్ అయిపోయింది, అప్డేట్ అయిపోయింది అండ్ డిజిటల్ వచ్చేసింది. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ని ఇయర్స్ తర్వాత అగైన్ కెమెరా ముందుకు వచ్చి ఫుల్ ప్లేజ్డ్ రోల్ ఒకటి ఇంతమంది యాక్టర్స్తో చేస్తున్నప్పుడు, అండ్ వాట్ వాజ్ యువర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్?
OTT platform, because of these past 2 years especially, I think all of us have been exposed to international cinema. I'm not just talking Hollywood, but cinema may be made in Korea, in China, in Europe. and it gives you a very different perspective of how filmmaking is done, how characters are written. Also, I think lot of youngsters are now also living abroad, traveling abroad, so they know what international life is.
Correct.
So stories are written in a very, very different way. Like our story, Radhe Shyam, is also about not being in India, but it's also a travel to another place. And initially, probably when they would have started out, they would have probably thought, how can Indian audience connect with someone staying abroad? But that is not the problem here anymore. I think everyone does travel. The youngsters especially relate to going abroad and spending their time abroad. So you can relate with people who enjoy travel.
Okay.
And this movie, I think, holds that of a lot of importance, of being in another place, in another time zone, and yet feeling and remaining within the Indian values. So this film together brings upon a lot of new aspects, which I thought was excellent from the time that I have been in cinema to now. That gap didn't seem that much because of the smoothness of the transition.
Okay.
So I feel that this new age cinema is something that I really look forward to. What has also helped is having my young children who are constantly teaching me, Mom, this has to be like this, this has to be like this.
Everyday learning experience,
Yes.
of course, yeah.
So people say they learn from their elders, I learn from my children. And that's what keeps me young. That's
Secret.
what keeps me young.
సో యా పీపుల్ ఆర్ వెయిటింగ్ టు నో దిస్ ఆన్సర్, అంటే ఈ క్వశ్చన్కి ఆన్సర్ తెలుసుకోవాలని వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్, దట్ ఈస్ నో వర్కింగ్ విత్ ద టాలెస్ట్ మోస్ట్ హ్యాండ్సమ్ అండ్ పాన్ వరల్డ్ స్టార్, యాజ్ ఐ మెన్షన్ బిఫోర్. సో ప్రభాస్ ద వర్కింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా అనిపించింది?
So before I'd met Prabhas, of course, I, like many other people, have seen Bahubali, which is larger than life. And what he portrays on screen comes across like this huge, humongous character who would probably have a very deep voice and comes and maintains that, distance and keeps to himself and quiet. Prabhas is not like that.
Okay.
He is not like that on set at all. He is very talkative.
For the first time I'm hearing this.
Yeah. He's very talkative. I think you just need to get comfortable with him, but he is really talkative. And
He's very shy.
I think what we bonded on was food. So we would constantly be speaking about food. What is cooked in his
आप सही
home.
में खाते हो क्या? मुझे तो नहीं लग रहा.
मैं खाती भी हूँ और बहुत अच्छा खाना बनाती भी हूँ.
ये तो सुनकर मजा आ गया.
Absolutely.
नेक्स्ट टाइम कुकिंग शो प्लान करेंगे.
No, honestly, in fact, मेरे घर में 3 times in a
Okay.
week, at least thrice a week,
Okay.
I have to have idli, dosa, appam. Without that,
like full-fledged South Indian की
yes,
जैसा बोल रहे हो आप.
without that, my children and my husband will throw me out of the house. They have to have that.
Okay.
So thrice a week, my breakfast at home has to be this.
Oh.
So yes.
పూర్తి స్థాయిలో సౌత్ ఇండియన్ గా మారిన భాగ్యశ్రీ గారు, కంప్లీట్ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ భాగ్యశ్రీ గారు.
Completely. So, yeah,
A
so
bond.
we bonded a lot over food. So it was very comfortable. And what I would feel is my very first scene after a very long time into Telugu cinema was with Prabhas. So when I walked on set, I was like, okay, pan-India star, I don't know, he'll maintain his distance. Supposing I don't say a line in Telugu properly, I don't
क्या हो
know.
जाएगा?
Yeah,
हाँ,
like he won't want to do a rehearsal. I had no idea.
Okay.
And I walk onto set and he says, ma'am, we're such big fans of yours. We've been watching your movie ever since. And I said, oh, what a pleasure it is to work with you. And I said, okay, now I'm comfortable,
I forgot to tell you actually one thing. I'm a big fan of you. मैंने प्यार किया तो इतने बार देख चुकी थी मैं तो. Yeah, one of my favorite film.
But yes, so it was very comfortable with him.
Okay.
And very, very humble person. He didn't have any airs on set. You could see how everyone is very comfortable with him.
Okay.
So he is not like throwing his weight around or behaving high and mighty, nothing like that. He wishes everyone on the set, everyone is, smiling, laughing,
कोई
joking
बिहेव
about
किया
it.
था क्या ऐसा कुछ
No, you've
attitude
you
and,
had people, yeah, of course you come to know, and you have people like that who have that attitude, who don't want to talk to people nicely, and they think because they are the stars, people on the set should all look up to them, but they don't give the other people respect, which I feel is bad, because filmmaking is all about teamwork.
True.
So right from the spot boy to your hairdresser to your cameraman to just about everyone on set, everyone is putting in their effort to make the film a success. So it's not just the hero or the heroine who is actually taking to the film to be a success. I think all these people matter. All their hard work put together
True.
makes the film.
Correct.
And then the final touches are by the editor and
DA team,
by
sound
the
team.
PR team, by the publicity, and then the audience.
Anchors, you forgot. You're not
Anchors-
mentioning.
no,
We are
but-
also part of promotions.
But I think audience is God.
Of course, yes.
So no matter how much hard work everyone puts in, the audience gives the verdict. So I think a film becomes bigger, larger than life, and stays on to be an iconic film thanks to all these people all coming together. So anyone who says, I, me, myself, in the film world is very wrong.
ట్రూ నిజమే టీమ్ వర్క్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ టీమ్ లేకపోతే ఫిలిం అనేది బయటకు రావడం చాలా కష్టం డూ యూ బిలీవ్ ఇన్ భాగ్య దట్ हम रीडिंग कुछ बिलीव करते हो क्या इसमें
My husband believes in a lot.
ओके
I would say कुछ भाग्य लिखा होता है, कुछ भाग्य आप लिखते हो. So पुरुषार्थ or कर्म as they say, that also matters. काम जो करते हो उससे आप तकदीर बदल सकते हो. So there is something that you have to do a payback to society, to people around you, and that is written in your destiny, that unless you fulfill that payback, you will not move ahead in life. Once you finish that payback and you keep on changing, you can change your destiny. Like they say that even if you think about a person wrongly, you're adding to your karma. So your karma becomes more, what do you say, negative when you're thinking about a person. May it be jealousy, may it be anger, may it just be, okay, she's looking very nice, but I wish I had that sari.
Okay,
And then you'll say,
got
oh,
you.
how beautiful you are looking. But in your mind, you are going that, no, she doesn't deserve this sari, I do.
No.
So you are adding to that karma.
Right.
But if you're not thinking like that and you're just genuinely feeling like, how beautiful are you looking? And that sense of gratitude and simplicity and positivity that takes you through life.
True. Completely
So-
agree with you.
And the most important thing is what this film says, is if you believe in something, it will happen.
It would happen. I'm believing 11th March, Radhe Shyam going to be big hit.
Thank you so much.
आप बताइए भाग्यश्री की भाग्य कब बदली सो मैंने प्यार किया से या
I am enjoying every minute of my life right now.
Okay.
And I would say I'm not a very ambitious person. I like to enjoy the things that come to me. Right now, I'm enjoying this whole procedure of sitting here and talking to you and talking about a film that I have worked hard upon for the last year. And I'm not waiting to see whether it becomes a success or no. I am praying that the audience love me, but the kind of response that I'm getting from you, from everyone that I've met here in Hyderabad ever since I've come, gives me that sense of satisfaction, and I'm just thankful and grateful for that.
ఓకే సో మైనే ప్యార్ కియా డెఫినెట్లీ చేంజింగ్ అప్పటి వరకు అంటే అప్పటి వరకు మీరు మాకు తెలియదు నోబడి నోస్ భాగ్యశ్రీ లైక్ ఇమీడియట్ ఆ ఫిలిం రిలీజ్ తర్వాత ఎవ్రీబడి నోస్ హూస్ భాగ్యశ్రీ అండ్ యూ క్రియేటెడ్ మ్యాజిక్ ఆన్ ఎవ్రీ లైక్ సబ్ पे किया आप वो मैजिक सब पे मैजिक हो गया
I
शायद.
am lucky that after 33 years, people still remember that magic.
Even next generation also remember that film.
So I'm really thankful and grateful for that.
So for you, what excited you most? Ante anything, and films, yeah, family time, a cooking.
When I was shooting for Maine Pyar Kiya is I realized that I really enjoy acting. It's during that time where I really enjoyed that, okay, I think this is what I would like to do. But by the time I discovered that, and I was 19, I was just 19 when I did it.
Okay.
But by the time I did that, I had already gotten married. So today's generation, I feel, is so smart. They don't take any decision till they understand where they want to be. They don't get married before they want to be. If they don't like a certain job, they change their job. I don't like this, change. Till you like a job, they don't stick by the job. So they live life understanding what they need.
Right.
I think that time I didn't know what I liked. I was still growing up. I was still understanding what I liked myself. So when I got married, obviously I liked my
Was
husband.
that your choice or?
Like I said, my husband was very possessive.
No, marriage. I'm asking about
Marriage,
marriage.
of course, was my choice.
Okay.
We were in love and we wanted to get married. I definitely would have loved to continue working after marriage. But given a choice, yes, my husband took my priority first. So yes, I gave him the priority, then I gave my family the priority. And like I mentioned,
हिमालया जी क्यों किया आप ऐसा? क्यों दूर किए पर्दे से आप भाग्यश्री जी को? Yeah.
now that I've fulfilled all my duties and my children tell me, "Ja Simran, ji le apni zindagi."
Lovely.
So they have actually pushed me out of the house and they have told me, "Mom, go and do all the good work that you have always wanted to do."
घर पर हो रहा है क्या कंपटीशन वाला? सब लोग my shooting, so
No,
mom shooting,
in fact, it's
son
so
shooting.
nice. In fact, because everyone's busy, everyone's talking about this subject that I had always missed. Because when I got married into a household that didn't know anything about films. And I couldn't talk to anyone about films. And if I would speak about films, it was, why are you taking away the subject from what is cooking, how much aloo is and how much tomato is. So
Okay.
no, it was a different life. It was a more normal life.
But you enjoyed it, no? Whatever, like
Of course I
family
did
life
enjoy
also.
it. I'm just saying right now, it's a nice feeling to be in a situation where we are talking about cinema at home and my children come and discuss with me about new films that they see and they tell me, in fact, they watch much more Telugu cinema, both of them. And they keep telling me that you have to see this film, you have to see this film. Prabhas suggested that I see a romantic film that he had done a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So I said, okay, really? I mean, the Bahubali star doing romantic film. He said, "Ma'am, I'm very good at romance. Ma'am, I'm very good at comedy. Trust me, see it." I said, okay, I need to see it. So tell me which one. So,
Darling.
yes.
Because he's our darling. So,
Yes,
yeah.
that is what. He kept telling me that after this film, my name became Darling. I said, okay, now I have to watch it. He's saying, but you can't call me Darling.
Why, ma'am?
I
आप
asked
तो
him,
सबके-
no, but abhi now I'm playing his mummy. How can I call him?
Darling mommy.
Darling mummy. He should call me Darling mummy.
Yeah.
So, but yes, that was one of the fun cinemas that he has done.
Okay.
And there's a hint of that darling in this movie. So I think that is going to be fantastic for the audience to watch, you know.
సో ఇందులో కూడా మనం ప్రభాస్ రొమాన్స్ చూడబోతున్నాం అనమాట అండ్ దట్ ఫన్ టైమింగ్ ఆల్సో చూద్దాం 11th of March సో డెఫినెట్గా వెయిటింగ్ ఫింగర్స్ క్రాస్ అండ్ అలాగే యూవీ క్రియేషన్స్ ద ప్రొడ్యూసర్ సో టెల్ అబౌట్ దెమ్
I think they have done beyond what producers can do. Not only is it on cinema, like of course it is, the sets are extremely grand. I think the VFX and the way the story is being presented also, and the scale that it has been made in, shooting over different countries, it's really added to the entire cinematic experience that people are going to have. But putting that apart, how they are as producers to an actor was amazing. I mean, they have really looked after us and pampered all of us on set.
Okay.
So it's an absolute pleasure to work with people like that. You're
really
like,
love
okay, UV Creation shooting, yes, I'm coming, all dates cancelled.
They are lovely producers, seriously. They took care like each and everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Even I have to give a lot of credit to Manoj also. Because ఆ ఫ్రేమ్స్ అనేవి ఎంత బ్యూటిఫుల్ గా
The
కనిపిస్తున్నాయి.
first day I was shooting, and there was the first my solo shot that he had done. The way he had done that entire sequence. In fact, I put it up on my Instagram that this was my first shot of Radhe Shyam, because I never thought that I could look so nice. No, honestly.
These
I mean, come on, I'm playing mummy. But he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant, and he added, because you can make a set, but it's the lighting that gives you the ambience of a scene. It creates the mood of the scene. It's the ambience that creates mood for the scene, and it creates that mood for the artist also.
Correct, yeah.
So with his lighting, he created that feeling of, say, romance or tragedy or grandeur. So I think it matters a lot.
Right. So Telugu lines కొంచెం కష్టమే, I know थोड़ा सा difficult है. Is there any scene that you felt difficult while doing this, in Telugu?
Oh, there is this one scene. See, I don't talk very fast. I talk in a pace that I like, and unfortunately, I'm convent studied, so I think in English, which becomes even more difficult.
I know.
And there is a scene where I have to speak Telugu really fast, really, really fast, and it has to be on beat. So that's one scene which was kind of difficult for me, but
Right. Here we have to talk about music, because ఈ ఫిలిం మ్యూజిక్ కూడా ఈవెన్ ట్రైలర్ చూసినప్పుడు దట్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ స్కోర్ అండ్ సాంగ్స్ వాజ్ రియలీ గుడ్.
I think when you talk about romance, music plays a very important part. We as Indians convey a lot of our emotions through music all the time. So unfortunately, in today's cinema, songs have taken a back seat, where they feel that if it doesn't go with the flow of the movie, you shouldn't have songs. But we all live with songs. When we feel sad, we want to listen to a sad song. When we are happy, we want to, dance to a song. When we are feeling romantic, we want to convey our feelings by making our loved one listen to a song. And I think this movie has all of it. So it's got the happiness, it's got the tragedy, it's got the romance, and there is a song for each of them. So I think music is somewhere where people are going to connect to this also. Yeah.
Completely agree with you. And then final question, who is your Telugu favorite actor? Koi hai?
That's going to be difficult.
Is it? Okay.
That's going to be difficult because there's so many people who are doing such good work. Of course, for me, because I'm working with the darling, but then he's told me not to call him darling.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
क्या कर सकते हैं अभी?
But I have been seeing off and on a lot of films, and I also like Samantha a lot. In fact, what I really liked was her timing in Baby. That was something that I really enjoyed watching.
Okay.
And then there's Mahanati, which I watched, which is again brilliant cinema. The director did also a superb job, and he brought about a lot of emotions.
True.
And
And
then I'm going to love Radhe Shyam.
रियली लवली मीटिंग यू. मुझे लग रहा है एनर्जी पूरा यहीं पर है, पॉजिटिव
Aw.
एनर्जी पूरा. एंड विश यू गुड लक.
Thank you, and I hope that I get to work with more Telugu cinema so that I don't have to write exams and I learn Telugu.
కరెక్ట్. సో నెక్స్ట్ టైం మేము కూడా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం తెలుగు ఇంటర్వ్యూ, ప్రాపర్ తెలుగు ఇంటర్వ్యూ.
You have to come home with me to teach me first.
Oh yeah. I'm shifting Bombay though. Chalo, bye guys. So thank you so much Bhagyasree ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
So
you
lovely
so much.
meeting you and wish you good luck. Looking forward. ఇంకా బోలెడని సినిమాలు చేయాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాం. Thank you.
Thank you. How do you say thank you in Telugu?
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ధన్యవాదాలు.